And good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Abbotsford, Wisconsin, as we get you set for Merriwood basketball here this evening. Jason Zaleski alongside Jackson Zaleski, and we are entertained by the Abbotsford Pep Band here tonight. It's an interesting one here tonight, gang. We've got a lot to talk about here, and we'll talk about it during this pregame and for most of the first half, and it largely revolves around the Abbotsford Falcons and the type of basketball they're playing around here today in this year here in Abbey on the boys' side. But first, the visiting Edgar Wildcats come in at 5-3, 3-2 in conference, and they are coached by Zach Paul. This a Merriwood crossover game. It's a conference game, though, nonetheless. The South teams play each other twice. They all play the North teams once, so this is the one time Edgar will face Abbotsford here on the season. And we'll take a look at the last 5 games played by the Edgar Wildcats coming into this one here. And we're going to see kind of a tale of two things here as we look at these. First, for Edgar, they have won the last 5 games. They beat Auburndale in a tight one. It was a nail biter over in Auburndale, wasn't it? If you were an Eagles fan or a Wildcats fan that night. Beat Stratford, beat Assumption, beat Wabeno Leona, and Crandon in non-conference play, those two. So winners of 5 straight are the Edgar Wildcats coming into this game here tonight and look to keep the train rolling here into 2026. The first game they've played, though, in about a week and a half. So on the other side, we'll take a look at the Abbotsford Falcons, and certainly a tale of two teams here, right, folks? Now, they do have one thing in common. They both beat Stratford. But since then, for Abbotsford, a loss to Chequamegon, a loss to Athens, a loss to Phillips, and then look at that. 6 days ago, 120-98 over at Spencer. You scored 98 and you're on the losing end, but that's what happened to the Abbotsford Falcons 6 days ago. I'll talk to you more about that as again this game goes on. Pre-game coverage today brought to you by Hiller's True Value, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. On the job or in the woods, be ready to fight the winter elements. Check out Hiller's large selection of heated gear to keep you warm wherever you go this winter. That's Hiller's True Value of Marshfield. The Abbotsford Falcons are coached by Garrett Rao. And I talked to Garrett about this style this year, this brand new style. And I mean, it's essentially the goal is for Coach Rao and his team is we need to score one more than you. And if that means it's 101 to 100, we're good with that. We want to score as many points as we can and see if you can catch us. Now, again, they're 2-6 on the season, so it's worked twice, the naysayers will say. I will say we're early here. We're 8 games in. Coach Rao just implemented the system to begin the season. And who knows? But, again, they scored 98 their last time out. And if they scored 98 tonight, I would say Edgar can't catch them. So that's kind of the chess game we do here in basketball. But that's our setup as we come into this one, as we close out the pregame show. Joe's Refrigeration, your full-service De Laval dealer, has been serving Central Wisconsin for 60 years. From Withee, now their Auburndale location, get top equipment for your milking partner, including De Laval VMS Series. Their techs can service your commercial refrigeration, too. That's Joe's Refrigeration, Withee, and now Auburndale. We'll be back for today's National Anthem right after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Back here in Abbotsford as we get ready for today's National Anthem. It'll be performed by the Abbotsford Pep Band.
The Abbotsford High School Pep Band under the direction of Ms. Tony Novak. let's welcome the starting lineups. For the Wildcats, senior number 0, Tucker Stripe. Senior number 2, Maverick Buck. Senior number 5, Gavin Mauer. Junior number 11, Caden Bargender. Junior number 40, Carson Noah. The Wildcats are coached by Zach Paul and assisted by Chris Chewicki, Mitch Skrzyjewski, and Keith Baumgartner. And now the starting lineup for the Falcons. Sophomore, number 4, Alex Garcia Gomez. Sophomore, number 10, Caleb Galessa. Sophomore, number 24, Rodrigo Perez Calzada. Sophomore, number 31, Guillermo Garcia Ventura. And senior, number 33, Jack Sheehan. The Falcons are coached by...
All right, lineups are set, and we are left to play basketball here tonight. Again, Jason Zaleski here. Welcome aboard, everybody. The chat box is open, so when I say something wrong, I need you to help me out. Again, it's the 5-3 Edgar Wildcats, 3-2 in conference here in Abbotsford, playing the Falcons, 2-6 overall, 1-4 in Merriwood Conference play. Jump it out here again for Edgar, Strite, Butt, Mauer, Bargender, and Nowak. For the Falcons, Garcia, Kalisa, Perez, Garcia, and Sheehan. And the tip will go to Maverick Butt and the Edgar Wildcats, and we are underway here in Abbotsford. Welcome, everybody. Strite, trap came up top, had an opening down low. Couldn't find the ticket down there. Ball through traffic. It's going to be last off of Edgar, and it'll be Abbotsford basketball. Falcons, again, they're going to shoot fast and hit. There's Alex Garcia. And again, as I told you all on the pregame show, the mission is to outscore their opponent. I mean, I guess that's everybody's mission, right? But I mean, they want to test the limits of the scoreboard. Again, their last game, it was Spencer 120, Abbotsford 98. So they want to test the limits of the scoreboard. Wildcats not able to finish off the inbound play. Here come the Falcons. Kalisa, back up top now goes Garcia. Hands off to Perez. Kick out, corner, 3, Garcia! He's got back-to-back threes, does Alex Garcia. And the plan working so far for Coach Rao is the sophomore Garcia, 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. And as they up-tempo the Wildcats, a turnover, and here comes the line change. I didn't even get a chance to talk to you all about this yet. Now the line change. They're going to go 5 in, 5 out. It's going to look somewhat like a hockey game. It's going to look somewhat like a mad scramble. But for the Falcons and Coach Rao, they hope it looks like a mind-bending, scoreboard-testing final score. On the roll, pass down to Davila, and Davila got it. Irvin Davila. Wildcats force tempo. Shot from Bargender, no good. Back come the Falcons. Here they go. And Strite couldn't intercept it. Defensive back on the football team. Quarterback as well. But here on the basketball floor, not able to haul in the interception. Leaning. Strite tipped it. Here goes Mauer on the run. Gavin Mauer layup is good. So Wildcats on the board, 2 minutes in. Quickly down the floor come the Falcons. In the hands now of Decker. Corin Decker, he'll give it off now to the driving Irvin Aguilera. And Aguilera off the backboard. The next 5 Falcons at the scorer's table now. Actually the next 4, but yeah, they are trying to run and gun, and they're doing it right now, aren't they? Up and one for, who was that? That was Carson Nowak. So Nowak, the hoop and the harm, as they used to say. I wasn't always a big fan of that one. So Nowak to the line to complete the three-point play. And gets it to go. 10-5 Wildcats. Oh, sorry, Falcons. Jeez. Oh, look at the layup. High off the glass for Aguilera. Maurer on the other end, no. And again, the Falcons push tempo. Wildcats can't convert. It's all going to plan for Coach Rao. Too strong there for Jack Sheehan. And rebound to Strite. Strite, Maurer. Maurer, right-handed layup from the left side. Naughty, but it goes in anyway. I don't ever wish for things to go bad on the basketball floor. Shoot the layup with the wrong hand. Grrr. Miss there from the Falcons, and it'll stay with the Wildcats. 2 new Wildcats will come in. This frenzied pace, here come 4 new Falcons. Another line change for Abbotsford. Miss on the inbound. That's the correct side. Left-handed layup from the left side for Graham Strite. That old Jason likes. Long rebound comes out to Bowler. So Chase Bowler in the game. I mean, guys, I'm getting to the names as fast as I can here as they're changing with a ferocious intensity. There was Decker on the layup. Quickly now down. That was Bargender. Now things loosening up. We play side to side. Strite on the dive, went out of bounds. Good effort, right? Baseline, lean, no. Rebound out to Aguilera. Shot, I think that was taken by Decker, wasn't it? I mean, they're going up fast. Here's a long three from Aguilera, short off the rim. And falling down after the rebound was Butt, and unintentional turnover there. Whew. I can't keep up. This is something. You know, I watched parts of the game after the fact. We were live over in Spencer on Friday on the 200 combined point effort between the Rockets and these Falcons. That one intercepted by Strite, but it's something to see it in person. Nice run there, and Nowak on the finishing end. 1 point game. Well, it's certainly better than just watching teams just dribble the ball around the basket floor. I don't know how that went in. Corin Decker. Nearly stolen. Strite. Outlets down to Butt. Butt cross court pass to Graham Strite. Kick out. Tucker thought about it. And no thanks, and threw it away. He threw it right into the breadbasket of Caleb Kalisa, and then Kalisa gives the ball right back to Strite. This is madness. And a turnover. Okay, and only one substitution on the dead ball. All right, that's been outside of the norm, and it's actually an Edgar substitution. Back in comes Gavin Maurer. Out goes Tucker Strite, and he's winded. He's tired. Felker Brothers of Marshfield, a leading manufacturer of stainless steel products, congratulates student athletes across the area on your accomplishments, both on and off the courts and everywhere you are, in the classroom too. Best of luck this season from Felker Brothers of Marshfield. Here comes a line change. 4 new Falcons. I think I'm going to be saying that a lot tonight. Okay. Caught my own breath there. Ball brought up by Aguilera. Long three. Decker off the backboard. No. Long rebound's going to come out to the Falcons. Irvin Aguilera runs it down. Aguilera at the free throw line. Got that rejected and then stepped out of bounds with it. Maurer with the block. And it landed back in Aguilera's hands as he was standing out of bounds. Wildcats get it in. Falcons, of course, are going to give up pressure and going to get a turnover out of it. Carter Selar, and then they give it back. So the frenetic pace, you can see the Falcons aren't quite yet polished on this yet. A lot of giveaways, a lot of turnovers. Underneath. And Noah couldn't get the first attempt to go, but he's going to earn himself a pair of free throws. On the foul, that'll be the second Abbotsford foul, the first on Chase Bowler. Go. Jackson, you keeping up? Okay. This has been something. First one for Nowak goes down. Falcons lead by 2. I mean, all the turnovers. And because of all the scoring, they lead by 2. We're just about 6 minutes in. Nowak, perfect 3 for 3 from the free throw line here in the first 6 minutes. Aguilera looked at the 3, didn't pull it, and then we get an illegal screen. That's Irvin Davia. A cast of Falcons? Yeah, I think that's the group name for a Falcon, right? Yeah, I think so. I don't know. What is it? A herd of Wildcats? A pride of Wildcats? I'm not sure. You know, Wildcat really isn't a specific animal, though, is it? So there's probably not an actual name for a group because it's not a actual animal. Nowak to the rack. Thank you, Jeremy, for tuning in. Surprised you're not in the gym today. And Decker couldn't turn the corner and throw the brakes on at the same time. So here comes a cast of Falcons, but not before a timeout. Edgar with its first lead of the game here on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
The new Gross Motors Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram Truck Showroom and Service Center is now open. Check out the new Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram Showroom, Lounge, and Service Center. Rows and rows of vehicles, the best selection around, and a friendly, knowledgeable staff to help you through the buying process. Gross Motors in Neillsville now has the largest Chevy, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership in central Wisconsin, all in one spot on Highway 10 in Neillsville.
And back here to Abbotsford. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thursday tonight? I think it's Thursday. It was raining when we got here. And the ground is frozen, so there's nowhere for the water to drain. And later tonight, if we get freezing temperatures, we're going to be in a world of hurt tomorrow morning. As Nowak, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So in double figures is the junior, Carson Nowak. Yeah, it is, Jeremy, according to the great Googler anyway, it is a cast of Falcons. 3 there off the mark from Alex Garcia. And ball is somewhere over there in the corner. Falcons come away with it. Bullet pass into the lane and then thrown away. I was more giggling about the 3-foot bullet pass. And then I looked up on the Googler. Now again, a wildcat, it could mean a number of different things, right? So if it's a cat, like a barn cat, the cat wild, it's a wild cat. Well, that's a clouder. Again, a wild cat isn't a specific breed of cat. It's just it's a generic term, right? So could be a pride, could be a clouder, could be in anything. A couple of turnovers there, and here comes the next cast of Falcons. We're learning all new words here today. 5 fresh Falcons off the bench. No chance for old Jace here to get cozy and comfy with the names, which is Coach Rao's mission, right? He doesn't want to get anybody out here comfortable on the except for his guys in their system. But otherwise, yeah, we're just going to run, gun, line change. Run, gun, line change. And hopefully outscore you 95-94. Here's a 3, good for Caden Bargender. He's got 5, and it's the largest lead tonight for Edgar. They lead by 6. And answering is Decker. Decker fires back on the other side. And again, Edgar is, there we go, Nowak. I was going to say that he shot it from the wrong side, though, so ball don't lie. Got to shoot right hand with the right on the right side, left hand on the left side. Anyway, I was about to say, here's case in point here is Tucker Strite, down, up, and good. Correct hand on the right side. Edgar is beating Abbotsford down the court. At least one guy is in transition off of a rebound or a made shot. But the question has been tonight, are they able to get the ball down there in scoring position as Davia hits from 3? And oftentimes so far tonight, they haven't been able to get the ball down there, even though the personnel has beat Abbotsford down the floor. And then the second question, I suppose, is does Coach Paul, does he want to get the ball down there that fast? I mean, do you want to play into their hands? And so far he somewhat has, as Gavin Maurer hits from 3. Shot fake Decker. Maurer was there to make Decker rethink it. Strite couldn't keep it in bounds. And ballerina, you can see Strite and his balance and mobility as another fresh set of Falcons come out. JP hopes the Falcons eat the Cats. And they I guess they do, right? I mean, yeah. In the wild. In the outdoors. Uncivilized part of the world. Sure. If that happens in the gym, I'm leaving. Falcons down by 5. First quarter of the game has gone by. Three on the way from Garcia. He's got his 6 shooters going on his hips. Oh, why not? He's got 3 3-pointers here through the first quarter in 30 minutes. 3 on the way here from Butt. Front iron, no good. Rebound brought down by Kalisa. Looking up the floor was Aguilera, and then turnover. Just over 8 minutes left here in this very entertaining first half. And again, if you get a chance, come out and see these Abbotsford Falcons in person. They will put on a show every night. They're 2-6, and maybe that's the pace going forward. We will find out, but I don't think that matters much to the fans, to the entertainment value of this. You know, central and northern Wisconsin, rural Wisconsin is referred to somewhat sometimes by folks in the southern third of the state as farm ball, hillbilly basketball. I've heard it all. Well, this is not that. So they've broken that mold, broken that phrase anyway. Well, that's what folks in the big city call it in the northern 2/3 of the state, farm ball. Some of them do. Some of them do. Thrown away. Here comes Davia. Stop. Pop. 3, no. And rebound will come off to Butt. Butt. Turn the corner. Now get it out of there. Here's Strite. Strite. Euro. Up and good. I'm not calling him a European. A Euro step. I don't think it's a slight to be called a European anyway. What the heck? Who cares? Here's Davia. No. Strite with the rebound. Then covers it. Yeah. Get that ball high and tight. That's that football mentality coming through. Look at the long strides from Strite. Couldn't hit, though, on the layup. Back come the Falcons, down by 4. Here's Decker, launch it. The rebound comes out to Bowler. Another 3 from Decker. No. Boy, I'm telling you, my mouth is tired. I think my arms would be tired by now, too, if I was shooting. We're going to get a timeout, Edgar, as they lead at 29-25 on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds. Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
29-25 coming out of the Edgar timeout. See what Coach Paul and his guys worked up. They obviously worked up an offensive rebound. And that's Graham Stroit, and he'll head to the free throw line. Pair of free throws coming up for young Graham Stroit, a freshman here on this 2025-26 Wildcats basketball team. Taylor Credit Union, your full-service financial cooperative. Their passion is to support your journey wherever it may go. Become a member. Start your Taylor Credit Union journey today. Taylor Credit Union, Abbotsford, Medford, for deer hits, small dings, and accidents of all kinds. Oh, hang on. Never mind that. Yeah, Taylor Credit Union, right here in Abbotsford and in Medford. Pair of free throws for Graham Stroit. Any of you ever worked at a newspaper? I know, right? What's a newspaper? But if any of you were ever familiar with one when they existed, the layout is wacky on what they gave me to read these ads. So I'm going to figure it out, though. Here's Decker. Got decked. Pair of free throws coming up for Corin, senior Corin Decker. Hits the first. And the second. 9 points tonight for Corin Decker. 4-point game. Just under 7 left here in the first half. A lot of first half left. The flyby on the pump fake from Maurer, no. And on the rebound attempt, Graham Stroit was fouled and is team foul number 4. They say he was shooting. All right, perfect. Graham Stroit back to the free throw line. Obviously he was. Second foul tonight on Decker. Stroit hits. For deer hits, small dings, and accidents of all kinds, take your vehicle to Frayne Body Shop. They're ASE certified, offer free estimates, and they'll work with your insurance company. Take your vehicle to Frayne's Auto Body Shop. Family and locally owned, Frayne Body Shop, just off Highway 13. That's in Unity. Short drive from Edgar, Abbotsford, wherever. A run on the floor is Carson Nowak. 13 for Nowak. Three, and it swirls down the drain for Garcia. That's his 4th. He's got 12. That's math. Right, Jackson? 4 times 3, 12. Yep, agrees. Nowak right back down the floor. He has not found the brake pedal yet. All gas, no brakes, really for everybody. Here's a 3. Back on the other side is good for Guillermo Garcia. Nowak and got fouled from behind. Garcia tried to poke it out, but gets called with the foul. That'll be team foul number 6 on the Falcons. So any foul going forward is going to put Edgar on the free throw line so long as They're on the offensive side of it. Fresh, new, what did we say here? Cast of Falcons on the floor. All 5. Edgar's going 8, and Abbotsford's going, I don't know, about 11 tonight, maybe 12. So they'll have the fresher legs by the time it's done. Can they keep the difference close enough until they get to a worn-down Wildcats group? Here's Nowak leaning in. He's fouled. 2 free throws coming up for Carson. He is 3 for 3 from the stripe, and the junior heads back to the free throw line once again here in the first half. $15 for Carson. Looking for 16 and 17. No announcer jinx here. I don't believe in that anyway, so that's probably why. Balderdash. Jinx. And offensive rebound for Wildcats. Nowak fouled his own shot. Comes out to Trewicki. And young Tony Trewicki, he was the place kicker on the football team, right? I think so. If it's the same one, had a game winner. Where was I? In DeForest. He beat, the Edgar Wildcats beat a team from Illinois that night on a Trewicki field goal. Otherwise, we would have had overtime in that game. I know Edgar fans probably remember watching that. Strite with the steal. Strite dribbling around through the dime to Nowak. Unstoppable. Largest lead tonight for Edgar. They lead by 7, under 5 to play here in the first half. Turning inside, left it short, did Aguilera. And it's going to be Edgar basketball. Here come another nest of Falcons, or they're coming out of the nest. Just like these players bring their best to the court, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, projects, siding, windows, doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, affordable service. 3 for Bargender. He's got it. His second 3 here tonight. He's got 8. Jeremy confirms that is the same Trewicki. Okay, well, great. Pump fake, step up for Garcia, and I was going to say he shot it too close because all 4 of his made buckets have been 3s, but got that one to go. He's got 14. I get the feeling a lot of guys are going to be in double figures tonight on both sides, and there's one right there. Bargender hits 10. Looking, Garcia, this offense slows down just momentarily. And that one tipped by Bargender. Here come the Wildcats. Strite on the bounce, up, and 2 free throws coming up for young brother Graham. Whew. Ten-point game. Graham good on the first. This next free throw will be Edgar's 11th here of the half. On the other side, Abbotsford has shot 2. 8 made free throws. Make it 9 made free throws for Edgar, and you begin to understand why they sport a 12-point lead. They have outscored Abbotsford by 7 with the clock stopped from the free throw line, and made free throw differences usually make up the difference in the game. And we see that so far here tonight. Here's Maurer with the steal. Maurer, and got that one stripped away by Aguilera. It'll be Edgar basketball, though. As we see Abbotsford football coach Jake Knapp-Miller patrolling the sidelines. He's in the corner far side of the shot from us, over by the bleachers. Hands in pockets. He's got his winter cap on. He's ready to chop ice tonight, because I think by the time we get home, we're going to have solid ice out there, aren't we? Or at least overnight. Because it is. I mean, there's 2 inches of water just standing everywhere. Here's a 3 from Maverick Butt. And you need a big lumberjack like Jake Natmiller to go out there and chop some ice with you. And he was the JV official before this game, too. Reverse layup, no for Aguilera, but he's fouled. And, okay, so now Falcons will make a, comparatively speaking, rare appearance at the free throw line. That foul on Butt, his first, team second. One of the reasons Abbotsford now has only been to the free throw line twice. Just 2 Edgar fouls. And so I tell you, it's hard to foul a team when the ball is flying all over the place. I mean, who do you foul? How could you? First, you got to find out where the ball went. Yep, all alone, down low, Tyler Halverson. And as I said earlier, Edgar they're beating Abbotsford down the floor in transition. The ball hasn't beat Abbotsford down the floor, though, every time. It did that time. And Coach Paul is going to wipe up all the sweat dripped off the shoulder and side of Tucker Stripe. He's not going to touch it with his hands, though. He's going to mop it with his foot. Good idea? Yeah. Smart, Coach. Smart. Well, now he's got sweat juice on his fingers. All right, Falcons to inbound. After all that, under 3 here left in the first half. During halftime, I'll have some scores for you. It was a dippity-doo shot that didn't do. The old dipsy-doo that dipped but didn't do. Strite, long 3, buries it. 7 points for Tucker. 55 for Edgar. I'll look up at halftime the high water mark for Edgar on the season. They're likely to blow it out of the water here tonight. They've probably already eclipsed many games scoring so far, and we still have about 2 minutes left here at the half. Abbotsford, and the layup good there for Irvin Davia. He's got 7. Like I said, there's going to be a whole bunch in double figures tonight. Halverson came up short, battled for the offensive board. It's out of bounds. It may have last touched no lock. Either way, it's Abbotsford basketball. Let's see here. Edgar has scored 60, 57, 55, 53, 56, 56, 54. But they did score 71 against Assumption. That was at home before the Christmas break. So 71's a high water mark. Again, they've already eclipsed all but 2 others just here in the first half. Deep 3, Aguilera, no. Strite with the rebound. Strite didn't want to outlet. He's going to take this himself. He's got speed to burn, and the dime down to Bargender. 12 points for Caden. So the junior Caden Bargender having a good time out here as well. Underneath and raked. It was Jack Sheehan, got raked by Strite. 2 free throws coming up for the senior Jack Sheehan. Let's see what else I can tell you here. How about this? Brad Krecklau and Ian Pierce are your rural mutual insurance agents in the area. They offer a full line of insurance products. Contact Brad Krecklau and Ian Pierce, Rural Mutual Insurance. Brad's son Lucas played high school basketball, graduated about 2 years ago, won a state championship as a matter of fact. Used to see Brad at the basketball gym a lot. Haven't seen him this year yet, but big sports fan over at Rural Mutual as well. So I like to do business with people I can find something in common with. Yeah, you get where I'm going with this? 17-point lead, and Edgar is going to make trip back to the free throw line. This will be the 12th free throw of the first half for the Wildcats. This is Gavin Maurer shooting. Up by 17. So Edgar likely to hit a high water mark on scoring for the season tonight. We'll see how the pace goes and what Abbotsford has to say in the second half. We've got 51 seconds left here. May also experience their largest margin of victory tonight. We'll see. They're up by 18 now. But again, Abbotsford, you just get the feeling they could go on a 16, 18-0 run with the style that they're putting on out here. And it would be up to, in the second half, kind of two things. I'll talk about more in the second half, but I think Edgar, they're going to carry a double-digit lead in the second half. You got to withstand the barrage, and you got to play better defense too. So I think Jake Paul's going to talk to his team about that at halftime. But you somewhat have to stand the barrage also, just withstand it, and maybe, I don't know, is luck part of sports, but you may have to get lucky, and Abbotsford have to miss some of these shots. But they are a volume shooting team. There's no shortage of shot production. It's the shot percentage that hasn't transpired yet this year for Coach Garrett Rao. Not one that he would brag about anyway. So here's Chase Bowler to the free throw line after the foul committed by Dawson Bornheimer. I don't know if they put that up on the board right. I don't see a 1 out there. It may have meant 11 rather than 1, because 1 doesn't have a shirt off yet. Anyway, Bowler hits 1 of 2. Stolen, and layup missed. Putback is good. So there's Irvin Davia, man on the spot. And the Wolf got him. Corin Decker, he's the Wolf. That's the defender, the invisible defender coming from behind. In basketball world, they call that the Wolf. And a 3 from Aguilera. As I was saying, they can score in bunches. Here's a 3, good if it goes. Off back iron, no. And our halftime score will be Edgar. How about our halftime score is Edgar, 59. Abbotsford, 46, in a crazy entertaining first half here on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Sign up for Fleet Rewards for exclusive offers and deals. Earn points every time you shop. 500 points gets you a $5 reward. It's free and easy to sign up, in-store or online. Plus, earn rewards even faster with the Fleet Rewards credit card. Get 4 times the points every time you use your Fleet Rewards credit card. Start shopping and start saving even more with Fleet Rewards at Fleet Farm.
Hey, Brian Butch called.
Brian Butch?
He really loves Abbey Bank, but he wants to work here.
What are we going to do with him?
I don't know. Let's let him try a few different jobs.
Let's get you that loan.
Brian, buddy, you're really good at basketball, but maybe leave the banking to us.
From humble beginnings in 1904. From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Tell all of our viewers about Mitten's Rusted and Busted trade-in sale, which reminds me of a funny story.
Folks, Tim's saying that Mittens is paying its customers to get rid of their old furniture and buy new.
This January's Rusted and Busted promotion is so huge. Do you think we could make it any bigger?
I don't think so, Tim.
Hey, do you think Jill will let me buy a brand new Lazy Boy power recliner, or should I build one myself?
Well, Tim, the stars are telling me that buying one from Mittens would be a safer decision.
Our passion, your
today, tomorrow,
future
journey. Our passion, your journey. Taylor Credit Union is your local full-service financial cooperative. As your community-owned credit union, our passion is to support your journey, whatever it may be and wherever it may go. From savings to checking, home to auto, and IRAs to investments, we have the products, services, and rates for your today, tomorrow, and future. Become a member and start your Taylor Credit Union journey today.
And back here in Abbotsford, we are at halftime. Got about 7 minutes left before the start of the second half. And second half coverage tonight brought to us by Be Well Studio. Discover Marshfield's wellness destination at Be Well Studio. Experience cutting-edge recovery tools like hydromassage, infrared sauna, red light therapy, PEMF, and more, all designed to help your body and mind feel their best. Each 15 to 30-minute session is just $29 with memberships and packages available. Book your wellness session today at bewell-studio.com. All right, well, let's start with Abbotsford. It took me a while to get all these totals right because 59-46 has been a final score a lot, all across the state. But we're at halftime, so here we go. Alex Garcia for the Falcons leads his Falcons in scoring with 14. Corin Decker and Irvin Aguilera both with 9. Irvin Davia has 9. 3 points, a made three-pointer for Guillermo Garcia, and made free throws 1 each for Chase Bowler and Jack Sheehan. The Falcons are 6 of 8 from the free throw line in the first half. For the Edgar Wildcats and leading all scorers, Carson Nowak has 18, and he is also 4 of 5 from the free throw line is Nowak. Caden Bargender with 12 points, 9 points for Gavin Maurer, 7 points for Graham Strite and Tucker Strite. Geez, brothers, you gotta start your own life here. Be independent. If I didn't say it, Gavin Maurer with 9. And Maverick Butt, a lone three-point basket. He's got 3. Tyler Halverson had that layup in transition. He's got the single bucket, 2 points. 11 of 13 are the Wildcats scoring in half number 1. Now bring you back and talk to you about upcoming games right after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
So, after a couple years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in.
Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
This is my home. I've grown up here. My grandparents always took very, very good care of the house. They worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. You know it's a dirty job, a big job. When I went out there expecting chaos, and I just saw people on their hands and knees, like they literally picked up everything. Whether it was garbage they left or whether it was garbage that was there. It was a top-tier experience.
Looking to buy flooring today? Shop R&R Flooring and Furniture. We have more flooring in stock and ready to go than the big box stores. Over 250,000 square feet.
That's right, over 250,000 square feet of luxury vinyl planking carpet in over 150 colors.
R&R guarantees you will find what you're looking for at a price you won't find anywhere else.
Grab your new floor today or schedule an installation.
When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses,
it's easy.
Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
Told you we'll talk about upcoming events on Zaleski Sports for Friday and Saturday. First, though, the other boys' game in conference that is live on Zaleski Sports tonight. Stratford, Division 4 Stratford hosting Division 4 Stanley Boyd, and the Orioles they're a division above Stratford. They're also ranked number 8 in the state on the Bound Wisconsin Zaleski Sports media poll. And the visiting Stanley Boyd Orioles lead the Stratford Tigers 33-18 at halftime. Let's see here, other games going on. Let's see what we've got going on here. We'll talk about tomorrow. Got something else to tell you first, though. Please hold. There we go. BBD Sports Shop, your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors. Shop 2 convenient Central Wisconsin locations, Cadott and right here in Abbotsford, or online at bigbeardown.com. It's just a really good name for a sports shop like that, isn't it? All right, tomorrow, Friday on Zaleski Sports, first in girls basketball action, Wausau West at Wausau East. Edgar girls are here in Abbotsford. And again, these games all live on Zaleski Sports tomorrow. Those and then Rice Lake at Eau Claire Memorial, DC Everest at Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield at Stevens Point. Girls basketball games live on Zaleski Sports tomorrow. On the boys' side, Colby is at Columbus Catholic, Wittenberg Burnhamwood at Iola Scandinavia, Greenwood Granton at Neilsville, Pacelli at Pittsville, Brookfield East at Wauwatosa West, Wisconsin Rapids at DC Everest, Northland Pines at Mosinee, Stevens Point at Marshfield, and Wausau West at Wausau East. Live broadcast schedule always found at ZaleskiSports.com. Second half right after this.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Hunting season is here, and BBD has the supplies you need. Check out their large selection of crossbows, including 10-point and Wicked Ridge. BBD has added more hunting gear, deer attractant, mineral, and accessories for a successful hunt. See their in-stock selection of hunting blinds, stands, in-trail cameras, and more. BBD has the name brand gear you can depend on again and again. Big Bear Down. We're always in season. Located on Highway 13 in Abbotsford.
Back here in Abbotsford as the hotline blinging next to me. From the Department of Corrections, Grandpa Strite tells me Tucker and Graham cousins. Okay, so some cousin bonding, each with 7 points in the first half. Fair enough, and thank you, Grandpa Strite. Yeah, doing some cousin bonding out there, scoring 7 points each in the first half. See what they do in the second half if they still want to be cousin twins. I don't know how that would work. 3 there. We're back underway here. And the offensive rebound and the putback is good for Kalisa. And the Falcons bench, maybe ironically, chants out defense. Hasn't been much of it tonight from anybody. Actually, there it is, though, right? There's Kalisa with the steal. And a straight steal. Down to Maurer, up and good. Yeah, I joke. There has been defense. There's just been shooting. It's just volume shooting. We'll worry about quality later. As halftime line must have been long. And that one got blocked by somebody. Couldn't see the halftime parade was walking in front of us. Wildcats to inbound. This is Maurer. Got to get all the Falcons back in the nest before we can continue, though. They're right inbounding right in front of the bench, right in front of the nest. So as I was saying back at the end of the first half, for Edgar, they carry a 13-point lead now, and what do we have there? A little bit of contact, but a backcourt violation. So you've got your cushion. You might be able to ride that out for some part of the second half, but you will need to buckle down defensively. You will need to, if you can't block the shots, and that's not a realistic expectation to block all of them, you've got to alter them. You've got to cause Abbotsford shooters to change their mind with some sort of frequency here in the second half. On the cut, and one! Irvin Davia. Nice screen and roll there from the Falcons. And Davia capitalizes on it. He's in double figures now with 11. And free throw off the mark. And blocked out by Tucker Strite. He just got, it was an annoying swat. He just like, get that, just flicked it out of bounds. I'm just annoyed with this right now. And a scoring correction from the first half. Graham Strite actually had 8. So Graham Strite with 8, Tucker Strite with 7. I take it all back. They're as different as apples and bananas. And as I also said to close out that first half, again, Abbotsford is obviously capable of scoring in bunches, big bunches. And they can probably overcome any deficit. On the weak side, follow, there's Caden Bargender. Now, Edgar, folks, is it Bargender or Bargander? Yeah, I hear it both ways everywhere I go in Wisconsin. And the family, the factions of the families seem to be very protective of where the emphasis is. I don't want to make anybody mad tonight. Maurer beats the pressure from behind off the backboard and good. He had to pedal hard to get ahead of Alex Garcia. Here's Garcia in the corner. Good close out there from Butt. Down low to Sheehan. So you get one thing defended and then a hole springs loose on the other side of the boat. Butt. 3, splash. Maverick Butts got a three-pointer in the first half, now one to match in the second half. 3 minutes gone by here in this second half, and Irvin Aguilera acrobatically hangs in the air, draws the foul, and a pair of free throws coming up for Irvin. Irvin, a senior. Foul there went on Strite of the Tucker variety. That's now his third, so the first Wildcat in scoring trouble is Tucker, and he's going to come to the bench. Take a break. ShedsDelivered.com, your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. See the display lots in Marshfield, Medford, Wisconsin Rapids, and ShedsDelivered.com. Points 10 and 11 for Aguilera from the free throw line. And it comes to Trowicki, I guess, who's maybe technically in there for Tucker. It doesn't matter, though. Flying to the rack is Bargander. See, I'll say it both ways just in case. And they say that one off for the right heel of Trowicki. Chat box may not know either about Bargander or Bargander. I think it's Bargander. Phonetically, I'm going to go with that. Here's a deep 3 from Davia. No, and Strite back in the game. So he came out and took that break. Got some advice from the coaching staff on how not to pick up foul number 4, and he's back in the game. That's what coaches are for. Too strong on the layup there for the follow is Davia. Here comes Carson Nowak. Nearly got it peeled away. Now a 3 underway for Bargander, no good. Strite, oh man, sometimes it's good to be good, sometimes it's good to be lucky, most times it's good to be both. I think Strite found that out there. And now Strite with a steal. Graham with the steal. Poked it away. Got to get my Strite straight. Graham, 3, and he got fouled from behind. The Falcon flying through was Manuel Lopez. So 2 free throws coming up for Cousin Graham. Under 14 to play here in this one. 72-56. All right, let's go back now to our other talk on Edgar's high water mark on the year. I think we agreed it was 76 against Assumption. 71 against Assumption, so there we go. We're over it. So a new season high for the Wildcats tonight. Scoring now on the other end of it. What's the season high on points given up? 77 to Stanley Boyd, it looks like. Yep, so 77 to the Orioles, again, who are beating Stratford at halftime at the moment. Garcia, now a 3 here, and splash for Guillermo Garcia. He's got a 3 in either half. 6 points now for Guillermo. Butt up top now to Nowak. Back to Graham. 3. No, too strong. Troicki with the rebound. Here's Butt. He'll take another 3. Off the front iron, no good. Graham, rebound, and back to the free throw line. And don't tell me they waved off the shot. Well, been a really good officiating crew tonight. Looked like a shot to me. I'm no official, though. Again, I think they've been spot on tonight, so I'm sure they were right on that one, too. Nowak found himself with a bunny rabbit in the lane. Left hand scoop, no good for Decker. Here comes Maurer twisting through traffic, and one for Gavin Maurer. So I just compare those last two, right? And I'm sure there's something I don't know. But this one, a shooting foul. Okay, here come more Falcons. Next time the camera goes left, check it out. There are, I think this is pretty cool too, there are half of the Falcons reserves in the front row of the bleachers and half in the second row. There's no actual bench over there. There's no seats. It's just, the bleachers. I like that. Half are in the front row, half are in the second row, all Edgar in the front row. I would probably sit in the second row too. More room for my legs to come down. I guess I've never been called short. I don't remember ever being called tall though either. Just more room for the legs to droop down. Here comes Tucker after the steal. He slowed up and then got swatted by Bowler. 19-point advantage for the Wildcats. Maurer on the blob. Baseline out of bounds. Tucker up top. Double comes. Maurer. Bounce down low to Troicki, and he spun and lost it out of bounds. It'll be Abbotsford basketball. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. Now accepting new patients at the Marshfield office at Bruce Orthodontics. They're changing lives one smile at a time. They're floating and hitting is Corin Decker. First points of the second half for Corin. He's got 11. I said there were going to be a whole list of players in double figures tonight. Troicki missed down low, got his own rebound, up with it, and what is happening out here? Somebody's going to have to come up with the ball. Strite does, and bounces it off the knee of Aguilera and out of bounds. And the coaching staff from Abbotsford on the buzzer looks to the floor and says, everybody, which means all 5 of you off the floor. We got a new 5 coming in. Just oftentimes the coach he'll call out 1, maybe 2 names. Edgar subbed in 2. Coach there, he turns around and yells, everybody. And that's how they do it around here. Short contested shot, came up short for Bargender, but then the Falcons lose it out of bounds. Just under 12 to play. 78-61. Again, Jason Zaleski here. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast tonight. We've got a rainy, hopefully not icy drive home. You know, isn't that why they postponed everything on Tuesday? Was potential ice or something? I don't know. I don't drive a school bus, so I don't know why sometimes these decisions are made. I know I was driving around, and I've got what some people has referred to as a church bus. I got a big GMC Yukon, and I was driving around Tuesday night, didn't find any issues. But anyway, hopefully wherever you are, and if you're out and about tonight, keep it between the mayo and the mustard, as they say, if you're out on the road. And through traffic went Bargender, and he's going to earn his first trip to the free throw line tonight. Nearly 11 and a half to play. And we'll see for the first time tonight Cash Paul after the first free throw from Caden Bargender. Cash Paul, a freshman, coming in, and he will relieve Graham Strite of his duties for the time being. And then he's going to head to the free throw line, and senior Gavin Maurer says, "No, youngster, you go stand back there. I battle for rebounds in here." So free throw good for Bargender on the second. He's got 17. Falcons doing a lot of dribbling this time down. It's probably their most clock they've run on a possession. 3 there, too strong for Kalisa. And it's a loose ball foul. It's called on Jack Sheehan. 31, Guillermo Garcia. Yep. And 5 in, 5 out for the Falcons. And then fella sitting next to me in the bleachers before the game started said maybe between Friday and Saturday, maybe 4 or 5 inches of snow coming, depending on where you live. So get ready. And if that's on top of ice, we're going to have some issues around here. Here come the Falcons. Left-handed layup. All right, left hand, left side. I'll give it to him. He probably looks better in layup line, but in the game, just get points, right? Put it in. Paul's going to get stuck in the corner here if he doesn't watch out. And got it stolen away. And stolen back by Strite. Here comes Tucker. No. Nowak, no. And foul, yes. And Tucker Strite tells the young freshman Cash Paul, you got to calm down out here. Good senior leadership from Tucker. See, that was the third on Irvin Davia. 6th in the half for Abbotsford. Nowak, 5 of 6 from the free throw line tonight. Oops. 5 of 7. Mutual of Wausau Insurance. Start that over. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. It's one of my favorites to read. I don't like messing up any of them, especially the good ones. 3 from, where was that from? Dorchester for Irvin Aguilera. Maurer, nearly out of control, got it off and up for Bargender. So it'll go down as an assist for Gavin Maurer. And that'll go down as point number 19 for Caden Bargender. 3 for Decker. Nope. Nope. And all pit stop for the Falcons. All new set of rubber out there for all 5. All 5 in white. Yep. $16-point game. Again, this is not over, not by far. You know, In any other Edgar game you've watched this year, or maybe anything that didn't include Abbotsford, and it's 82-66 with 9 to go, it's over? Not here. Not here. Again, Abbotsford fully capable of going 16, 18-0 run, something like that, fully capable of it. But we're going to get an offensive foul called on Jimmy Reyes on the screen attempt. So whatever you think you know about basketball, just throw it all out here in Abbotsford. And for the 18, it may take Abbotsford 30 shots to get the 18, but they could go on a 18-0 run. They have that capability. More points there for Nowak. And the layup is good for Graham Strikes. First field goal in the second half for Graham. And run and gun, back come the Falcons. There's Reyes making up for that foul call. Fourth quarter of basketball underway here in Abbotsford. Twisting and turning is Bargander. Nowak, offensive rebound, gets another rebound. And finally, Reyes brings it in for the Falcons. And what? Timeout Abbotsford. They almost threw it away. Timeout Abbotsford on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile. Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Back here in Abbotsford, as I take a check-in at Stratford, they're about ready to enter the fourth quarter there as well. 47-29, Stanley Boyd leads Stratford. That's the other, on Zaleski Sports at any rate, the other Merriwood basketball game on tonight. And it's actually Stratford hosting a Clover Belt West team, so not even a crossover like we and others are playing tonight in the Merriwood. And many other basketball games on tonight as well for your viewing fancy. Hockey on tonight as well, yeah. Single hockey game. Marshfield is at Stevens Point. Trewicki offensive rebound. Graham Stripe backed up a couple of steps. Trewicki another board. Here's Butt deep 3-0. Butt offensive rebound. Falcons not able to find the orange. Here's Maurer up and in. Got to squeeze the orange on the defensive glass. Actually, I lie. Three hockey games tonight. Tomahawk at Mosinee and Eau Claire Memorial and Eau Claire North, the crosstown rivalry over in Eau Claire from Hobbs Arena. And as any rivalry would be, at the end of 2, it's 1-1. Here's Graham floating, gets his own rebound, high off the glass, gets another rebound. And then finally Irvin Aguilera brings it down, and Abbotsford calls another timeout. They trail by 20 on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
And back here to Abbotsford. So at this point, you're Coach Rao and the Falcons. You need to go into that desperation mode. I don't know if that's even a thing here in this style of offense, but you've obviously got to clean up the rebounds. But we're not crashing the glass, right? If we're running down the floor, we're not crashing the glass attempting to get many rebounds anyway. So it's kind of a tightrope act. You can only do so many things if and when, and in this case when, your main priority is lighting up the scoreboard. There's only so much else you can do well. Okay, well, that's one idea. Get to the free throw line. This will be Jimmy Reyes to the free throw line for the Falcons. Foul committed by Bargender. That's just his first, so no foul trouble. Again, Tucker Strite had that third foul early on here in the second half, but he stayed foul-free since then. So no real foul concerns for anybody. And Reyes hits the pair. He's got 4 all points in the second half for Jimmy. Jimmy Reyes, sophomore here in Abbotsford. Near steal from Aguilera. See how the Wildcats capitalize. Good ball movement. Here's Bargender in the lane. Right-handed floater, no. And there's a rebound for the Falcons. So Garcia comes away with it. Message received in that Abbotsford huddle. And then for the first time tonight, 5 Wildcats will come to the scorer's table. I've seen them sub in as many as 3. This will be a total line change coming up here in just a moment. It's the foul committed. It's going to result in 2 Wildcats free throws. This is going to be Gavin Maurer to the free throw line for free throws number 4 and 5 tonight. He's 2 of 3 from the line. Second foul committed by Jimmy Reyes. Giving an updated point total on Maurer here as well. 18. 18 looking for 19 from Maurer. Nowak still your game high score, 23. And Maurer called out short. Good thing. Halverson with the rebound. Maurer on the stroke. Yes. Yeah, that is that is about as expected as expected can be. You stroked 2 really good free throws, and he came up short, but he was right on line on the one that he missed. So you've got your stroke, you got your form, you got your rhythm, and you pop a 3, and you make that shot so many times because all the mechanics are just perfect. Runner there, good for Bowler. Bowler, Chase has got 5. Edgar, 8 points from the century mark, make it 6 after the bunny from Halverson. He's got 4. Here we go. Wildcats fans at home, tell me the last time Edgar scored 100 points in a basketball game. Girls, boys, I don't care. What date the last time the Wildcats scored 100? They've got 94 with about 5.5 left, and they've got a real good chance at putting a straight stick in the left-hand points column. Right in the hundreds column. Going to put a straight line up there. Seemingly, they're on a collision course for it. So when is the last time Edgar, high school basketball, scored 100 points? Need a date. And I suppose the correct answer you could say never. Cash Paul off the iron, no good, and it's going to be last off of Bornheimer and out of bounds. Abbotsford basketball. My money's on never, but I don't know Edgar Wildcat basketball history back to 1911. I don't know that. Free throws coming up here for Corin Decker. I don't know, when did the school open? I guess that would be trivia question number 2. What year was public school first opened in Edgar with a basketball team on it? Somebody knows these answers, by the way. So get your text machines out. Start asking your friends. 12 now for Corin Decker tonight. And 13. Perfect 4 of 4 from the line is Corin Decker. Wildcats need to get it over, and Coach Paul thought they were in danger of it. He calls the timeout. We will do the same. Edgar 94, Abbotsford 76 on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
I'm going to contact the smartest Edgar Wildcats historian I know. See about 100 points in school history. And we get a steal, a stylish steal out of the timeout. Oh, which is not what Coach Paul was hoping for there. And last off of Brody Baumgartner and out of bounds. So Coach Paul starting to get the warm-up T-shirts off some of the other guys on the bench. As a matter of fact, I only see one game starter out there for Edgar, and that's Carson Nowak. Jeremy says never. They played organized basketball for the first time in 1926. I said 1912. I wasn't that far off. Okay. Well, they probably didn't score 100 in a game in 1926 or 27. And I think they're going to do it in 2026. And 2 free throws coming up here for Carson Nowak. And Falcons fans to my left starting to grumble a little bit on the foul calls. Yeah, Jeremy, my guess is never also. But like I said, I don't have a thorough knowledge of this topic as I think others do. I know for sure I don't. We just need to find the right others to ask. 24 now for Carson. And a clean 25. That's a quarter. Pretty good chance. A career high for Carson, 25 points. It's a pretty good number. And foul there as nice job. Carter Seelar got Dawson Bornheimer up in the air. And look, we got for the second time tonight a new 5 in green coming out. So they have seen the strategy from Coach Garrett Rao and say, you know what, for this game, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it for this game. We're not doing it the next time we play, but this game, sure, we'll go along with you. We'll play your party games tonight. Good entry pass there. Good position, Irvin Aguilera. Good pass and bucket. Nicely executed out-of-bounds play. Here comes Maurer up, flying down the court is Gavin Maurer on the dot from Tucker Strite. 98-78. Get your confetti ready next time down, Wildcats fans. Here's Bowler on the bucket. Here we go. Here's Maurer looking for triple digits. Yeah. And some woos coming from the Edgar side of the gym. Yeah, I mean, it's woo. It's fun. Fun to watch. Yeah, and the scoreboard here. Here, I'm going to, just real quick here, for the folks at home, check it out there. It says, oh, now it says 100. They had to put that up there manually. The first time that rolled over, it actually said 88-00. So they had to enter the 1 manually on the scoreboard at the table. That's kind of fun. Yeah, Jeremy, me, you, and Google are on the same page, and that has never happened in the history of the world. not that kind of trio. Here comes Tucker, left-handed layup from the left side. 11 for Tucker. He's in double digits. Yeah, now it says 0-2 across from us. It says, oh, okay, I see what's going on. They've got an older scoreboard with only 2 numbers on it. Go ahead, let's just show him, Jackson, straight across from us. The scoreboard straight across. You may need to pan up a bit. There we go. Yep. 80-2, it says on that one, but that's not the official scoreboard. All right, go ahead. We can go back to the game now. Yeah, those older scoreboards for sure. I mean, who thought well, that scoreboard probably purchased in 1980, but still, who thought in rural Wisconsin in 1980 you were going to need a scoreboard capable of showing 100? Maverick Butt, his third 3 of the night. He's got 9. He's one of the few not in double digits yet. There's Sheehan on the follow. Graham 3, Butt with the rebound. Butt, lollipop over to Graham, gets it back. Ball movement now downstairs to Bargender, turn and fire, yep. 21 there, and we'll take a quick 30-second break. Back from our basketball after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Discover Marshfield's wellness destination, Be Well Studio, now open in front of Pick and Save on Central Avenue in Marshfield. Experience cutting-edge recovery tools like hydromassage, infrared sauna, red light therapy, PEMF, and more, all designed to help your body and mind feel their best. You can pay per session or choose from memberships and packages available. Book your wellness session today at BeWellStudio.com or stop in at 601 South Central Avenue, Suite 400 in front of Pick and Save in Marshfield.
All right, come back here. Take a look at the next 5 for Abbotsford. Who will they show this high wire act to next? Well, they'll be at Colby in a couple of days, and then Prentice, Rib Lake, Marathon, and Loyal. So those are your next 5 coming up for Abbotsford. And we'll take a look ahead here for the Wildcats and who Edgar has coming next. So you at home can prepare your travel schedule. They'll host Owen Withy coming up, was the 12th on Monday? I don't know my calendar. And then at Newman, at Marathon, at Iola. Big road trip coming up for the Wildcats, and then at home against Phillips.
Discover Marshfield's wellness destination, Be Well Studio, now open in front of Pick and Save on Central Avenue in Marshfield. Experience.
There you go. And we're back. And as we come back, Anthony Trowicki, first points tonight for Tony. So yeah, big road trip for Edgar. And then towards the end of the month, Phillips comes to town in crossover action. Ball stolen away underneath. And then blocked behind by Trowicki. And look out down below. And it's going to be Edgar basketball. Boy, they were on a collision course with the bleachers down there. Whether you're buying or selling, you can trust the Neilsville Next Home team of Julie Simic and Jake Orman to guide you through the process. Commercial, residential, and land, Julie and Jake have the expertise you need. Call the Next Home professionals, Julie Simic and Jake Ormond. Bucket there from Irvin Davia. Get fresh meats and cheese every day at Smith Brothers Meats. Let Smith Brothers Meats cater your next event. That's Smith Brothers Meats in Colby. Open Monday through Saturday weekly. And again, make sure to stay tuned to our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. I will be on the court with Edgar Wildcats head coach Zach Paul. Geez, that's a different guy, right? I don't think he'll be here. I'll be down with Zach Paul after today's game and our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game. We'll see who coach decides that's going to be. Ball just bouncing around down there everywhere and blocked by Bowler as he rejects Eli Kramer. So all that coming up in our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. And Kramer from up close, no. You know, it's been rowdy the whole game. Why not a rowdy final 30? Oh, the step through from Asher Broadhagen. All right, Asher, we see you. Great is Asher. Don't know. He's not even on our roster up here. Somehow I knew his name, but he's not on the official roster that they gave us in the gym. And that's our first tie-up tonight, for what it's worth. It's our first held ball. And our final second here tonight. 3 is no good. And that gives us a final score here tonight of Edgar 111, Abbotsford 86. Edgar scores a season high. They score a school history high points of 111. They give up a season high 86. I'll talk to Zach Paul about that right after this in our Nasonville Dairy postgame show on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
And I'll stand, no. I'll stand right on the logo, okay? So you just put the camera on the logo. Ready?
Yeah.
Here in our Nasonville Dairy postgame show, Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily. NasonvilleDairy.com, here with Edgar Wildcats head coach Zach Paul. All right, Coach, so you set an all-time school record in points scored tonight, but you did give up the most points you have all season. Just how do you compare those two things?
Yeah, you take it. That was the pace of the game. I give Coach Rao a lot of credit. I don't think a lot of guys in the area across the state would be implementing an offense like that. And like I told you before the game, I think it's going to look a lot different in 3 to 4 to 5 games. They're going to be a totally different team, and kudos to them. They shoot the ball well, and that's what they try to do. They try to get you up and down, and it took us a little bit to settle in. We had quite a few turnovers, and I think then we went about 25 possessions without a turnover, so that helped us out. But, yeah.
Conditioning, going to play a big part in a game like this. Comment on that.
Yeah. I think we were behind the 8 ball to start the year with our long football run. So before our first game, we had 4 practices. So we're starting to get there. And I don't know how you can really condition for this if you're not doing this offense and day in and day out in a practice. So it's just one of those ones where you got to kind of bite the bullet and toughen up and go.
Lastly, Coach, each game you hope your guys can take something from it and move on to get better for the next one, and then eventually, postseason. What do you think the main thing you want your guys to know about tonight and carry with them for the rest of the season?
We are some athletic kids. We are blessed in the Edgar area to have a lot of athletic boys, and just being able to run up and down the floor. We saw tonight that we can do that, and we try to harp that in practice quite often. And sometimes the game doesn't dictate that. Tonight the game was that way for sure. So hopefully gave our boys a little confidence to know that, hey, run the floor, keep your eyes up, make a cross pass, and have a little fun.
111-86. Congrats, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good. We'll bring in our Zaleski Sports Highlight House players of the game. We got Gavin Maurer. We got Carson Nowak. 111 points. You guys are kind of generally sitting around in the 50s. So first, Gavin, tell me about 111 on the scoreboard.
I guess we knew we'd score high. We just had to take care of the ball, and we did that for the most of the part. But at the end, it got a little shaky. But
well, and it got a little fun. Come a little closer here, Carson. So both you guys with 25 points tonight. Just tell. I don't know if those are career highs. Maybe they are. Probably they are, right? But just tell me about that, Carson. Able to get up and down the floor and kind of score a bunch of points here tonight.
Well, funny thing is, last year me and Gavin actually had the same career high at 24. So now plus 1 point, but. Me and him will both probably be at home doing sit-ups tonight because we were missing a lot of easy bunnies, and 85, we don't want to see that on the scoreboard, so.
So you scored 24 together, now 25 together. They're going to hold hands on the bus back home too. Oh. So it's going to be real romantic for these guys coming back. I asked Coach, what do you guys take from a game like this? You try to get better. You look at some things. You talked about doing the sit-ups, but what do you take from this one? To maybe something positive that you'll take with you.
We just got to work, be ready for anything, and just take care of the ball better.
And then I know coaches said, I think some of them were actually in Spencer on Friday night watching Abbotsford. Carson, last thing here for you. What did you know about Abbotsford coming in, aside from this was going to be a racetrack?
We knew that Decker, if he gets hot, he's going to hit a lot of threes. They're going to score a lot of points. And we knew we had to beat him in transition, and I think we executed on that tonight.
All right, career highs for both these guys, 25 each. Microphone, you can hold it.
You got it.
Figure out what you want to do here. I'll go through first, okay? All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I'm Carson Nowak.
And I'm Gavin Maurer. And we're in the house.
I only brought one shirt, so you guys can fight over it, all right? All right, guys, have a good night, guys. All right, that'll do it. 111-86 for Jackson Zaleski. My name's Jason Zaleski. Have a good night, everybody.